KUGAN CASSIUS ILT in association with in association with Maximus in Marbella. Losing my words here. Do you know what? I remember the first time I interviewed you. You won't remember this, but it was at the Matchroom headquarters in Brentwood before you fought Andre Ward.
What, at Maskell's?
At Maskell's. Do you remember the big barbecue Eddie done?
Yeah.
And it was the most nerve-wracking interview. I remember I sort of folded halfway through it. I had to stop. I don't know. You won't remember this because you know.
I was there for the press conference announcing
the Ward fight. Ward was over
Ward
as well.
Was there and the deal was Sky that anyhow.
Yeah. And
all the fighters.
I interviewed you for the first time and went to bits.
You did. You bowled.
Yeah, completely bowled.
Had that effect on a lot of people.
I know. I was thinking because I've heard so much about you, so many bad things about you, about Cole, like ripping into interviewers and that, and I thought. And I folded, completely folded. But here we are now, like 5, 6 years on.
You need to do a little clip there of you folding now, just on this interview.
I probably haven't got the footage, to be honest.
6 years ago, bloody hell.
Roughly, 5 years ago, I think.
So you brought bad luck for me for the Ward fight then?
Not really.
His first interview, I went and lost.
And that was my first fight abroad, to see you and Ward.
Was it?
Didn't really know each other then, me and you. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm in great shape, feeling good. I might be doing as you asked actually, I might be doing a bit of a documentary. It's all a bit top secret, but I'm going to be doing some training with the army. I won't say what and where because it'll give the teaser away. But I've been running and training. I've been doing probably last 4 weeks. I've been doing 3 runs a week. So I've been running Monday, have a recovery Tuesday. So I've been doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And my furthest run so far 6 miles in 40 minutes. So it's not far from my personal best. But I've been swimming now for 18 months, so my heart and lungs are fit. And then I go and do a run. I do 6 miles in 40 minutes. I'm looking at my clock thinking, 40 minutes? Bloody hell, that's a good time. So the fitness is there. I'm still heavy though. I'm too heavy to fight, so don't start getting any ideas about me fighting. But the fitness is there. The running I always thought would be a problem, but the running ain't a problem. And you know what it's like. The power's the last thing to leave a fighter. You didn't even mention fighting, did you? I'm just talking about it.
No,
it's always in the head. That's the problem.
Would you be open to FROCH the movie?
Who's going to play me though?
Yeah, I was going to ask that. I was going to be why.
You could play me, couldn't you?
No, but seriously, who would play you?
Someone like Liam Neeson, wouldn't it? No, the nose is gone, hasn't it? It could be someone else.
What about Tom Hardy? What about Tom Hardy?
Tom Hardy, yeah, good shout.
Cobra, the Cole FROCH story.
That'd be good, Tom Hardy.
Have you got enough
Tom
there,
Hardy,
apart from your boxing?
If you're watching this, we want you to play me in the film.
Apart from your boxing career, have you got enough to go in there to make it interesting?
Oh, there's some interesting bits that you could get involved in before I started professional boxing, whilst I was an amateur.
What was you like as a child? Was you a bit of a horrible child, or was you nice?
No, I was a lovely child. He was always scrapping though. My big brother, I've got 2 brothers, so me and my older brother used to always be fighting, my big brother Lee, and then me and him would be fighting my little brother Wayne. So I grew up in quite a rough house, 2 brothers, 3 brothers all together. But no, good upbringing. Happy childhood. No issues.
No issues. No traumatic moments in your...
What are you trying to do, dig some out of the
No,
closet?
I'm just trying to find out. You're quite a bit of a strange individual, aren't you, in some ways?
It's strange in there.
You are. I think like, you are very Marmite, and some people take to you, and other people don't.
Well, like you said, you were scared when you first did the interview.
Yeah.
With me. That was just me, like, probably taking the piss out of a couple of people I've interviewed, saying, look, hurry up, this is dragging on a bit, and then giving them the look, like that. And they try and say something funny, I give them the look. And they're thinking, fucking hell, I need to cut this short. I'm just joking, it's like a bit of a dry sense of humour.
I know, we know that now.
So when you first interviewed me, you was probably, so you're a bit of a bottle job, aren't you? A bit of a coward.
Not a bottle job, but it's just, you're quite one of them, you got to get it right. For your first interview with FROCH, I felt like you need to nail it.
It's a big deal, wasn't it? A big deal.
Yeah, I've interviewed.
How many interviews have I done today?
I don't know, a lot.
Have you mentioned that we're for the Badujak, James DeGale?
No, but it's behind us, so people will know
and
exactly
James
where we are.
DeGale got the ump with me. Cause
what happened?
I mentioned the other day, if George Groves fight James DeGale, I think George Groves has got this mental thing now with James DeGale where he beat him as an amateur. He did beat him as an amateur, didn't he?
Groves beat DeGale, yeah.
He beat him as a pro for that British title, and it was very close. So going into that fight, James DeGale would be like the nervous one, the one with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, thinking, I've got to do this. And I know it's on a different level, but when I'm playing my big brother at tennis, because I can't beat him, it's just hard work mentally to play my best because I want to win so badly. So I just picked Groves to win in a rematch with DeGale if it ever happened. But That's in my humble opinion. And James DeGale really got the ump today. Like, he's really upset by it. So I'm sad that he's upset thinking about that before the biggest fight of his career, unification fight. He's thinking about what I said about Groves. It doesn't matter. I'm now, as a Sky analyst and a commentator, I'm in a position where I've got a totally non-biased opinion. And I want James DeGale to beat Badujak tomorrow night and do well and bring that title back to England and then set up some big fights on UK soil and then arrive as a Sky fighter in Britain. It's massive for him. I don't want him thinking about what I've said about George Groves, because like I said, it's in my humble opinion, and guess what, I'm entitled to my opinion. That's what I'm paid to do, give an opinion.
So what actually just happened there? You were in...
He just come over and just said a few things, like he's just expressed his concern and expressed that he's obviously quite upset about my comments. And I didn't really want to engage in an argument with him because he's fighting tomorrow. I don't want to unsettle him in any way. I want him to win tomorrow night. I want him to do well. So I don't want to start arguing with him and you know, tell him why I said it. And actually, if you want to do something about it, you know where I am. You ain't got to look far to find me. You know what I mean? Because I'm that kind of guy. If you've got beef, I don't care you're fighting tomorrow. You're going to start running your mouth. I'll sort it out here and now. So I just kept my hands in my pockets and just listen. Just do the job tomorrow. Beat Badujak tomorrow. That's why you're here. Forget about what I've said or what anyone says for that matter. Just concentrate on the job in hand. And hopefully that's what he's going to do. Hopefully he's took that advice. Because the last thing he wants to be doing is getting into a ruck with a 14-stone wrecking ball.
Okay. Well, all right. You had a little moment there. Was it on Sky? Was it live? Did
No, he was
people
about
watch
to do an
it?
interview with Adam.
Oh, okay.
And he just, like I say, it was only a little chat, but I could tell he was wind up. So I don't want him to be wind up before a big fight. So good luck to James. Hope he does the business tomorrow. It's a tough fight for him, but one I think he'll win.
Certainly hope so. Golovkin Jacobs, what's your thoughts on that?
Good fight. Jacobs, great fighter. Middleweight, proven, solid, all-rounder. I like him. I like what he does. Proper test, really, you could say, for Golovkin. Probably his first real test. Into fighting Canelo Alvarez after that. Is that going to happen?
Who knows?
So
Talking about Canelo fighting Chavez.
It's a good fight, and I think that Golovkin will probably just have too much for him. Big puncher Golovkin. He can bang, and I think that power punch is always the defining thing. I mean, he can box, and he knows what he's doing. He's very clever in the ring, very skillful, Golovkin. But with that punching power as well, he's a very dangerous fighter, really. A middleweight. He's no good at super middle or light heavyweight. No good at, especially light heavyweight. 177, I reckon.
Yeah.
It'd be destructive. I think it'd just finish him off totally, especially because he's 33, 34. What are we talking about now, anyway?
I was asking about Jacobs and Golovkin, but yeah. Right, you're quite content as you are, aren't you?
Me? You know what? Sometimes I get the itch. Like I say earlier, I did that run. Did a 6-miler in 40 minutes. I could still hit the bag and 10 rounds quite comfortably. I'm not even in training. I'm here at this fight, Jack DeGale, thinking to myself, don't want to blow smoke up my arse. In my day, I would have beat both of them. Probably on the same night as well. I had to laugh there. But no, I think I beat both of them. A fit me at my best beats James DeGale and beats Badujak. You know what I mean? I ain't got a problem in my day, but it does. It gets you thinking. And you know, I'm retired now, but I'm still fit. I've kept myself in shape. Do you say never say never? I think you do. I think you do say never. When you're 40 in 6 months, you say never, don't you? But I don't think I'd ever say never. I love the sport. It's a great sport, in boxing. That big fight buzz, and then winning the fight. Yeah, the accolade. You can't replace that feeling.
No.
It's a drug-free feeling, but better than any drug. So I've heard drugs can be feel good. Obviously, I don't know.
Never say never.
It's a natural buzz.
Can I ask your opinion about something?
Yeah.
Not to do with this, but what's your whole thoughts on the whole Eubank pay-per-view situation deal? Fighting on the 4th on ITV pay-per-view, 4th of Feb.
I can see what Chris Eubank Senior is trying to do and what he's doing, and he's trying to he's trying to take his son on a different route, not be told what he's got to do. Not, you know, I think he's got a bit of problem with Eddie Hearn saying, look, if you want to be on Sky, you've got to come to me and come through me. They can't seem to work with Eddie Hearn for whatever reason. But in fact, they don't seem to be able to work with any promoter without a promoter then giving them stick. But Chris Eubank Senior is trying to guide his son into a position where, you know, he's got a world title. I know it's an IBO world title and people are giving it stick, but he's going to get a world title and he's going to fight on a new channel. I was going to say he's fighting on a terrestrial television channel, but ITV pay-per-view has never been done, so it's being done now. And it's just different. And people say it's bad, it's ruining his career, it's holding him up, it's negative, it's bad for him. But if you look at the flip side of it all, and look at what he's actually doing, he's getting him an IBO world title, he's getting him on a new pay-per-view channel, this ITV channel, however that goes, whether it's going to be good or not, nobody knows yet, it's being tested. But the one thing you'll never take away from Chris Eubank Jr. is the fact that his hands, his skill. You know, he'll be a world champion, or IBO world champion, but he'll be a world champion, and he'll have boxed on terrestrial television. I fought for my world title, first world title on ITV. Didn't do me any good, to be honest. But I went to America then for 2 years, and my next fight was Jermaine Taylor in America. But he's not going to lose the fight. He's going to win. He's going to earn whatever money he earns, however the pay-per-view goes, they're testing it, and he's going to be world champion. So he's done no harm to anybody. He's doing his own little thing in his own route, and you've got to admire him for that. He's not just being a sheep and following. He's talking about Brand Eubank. He's got his own ideas, and he's got his own ambitions for his son, and the pair of them together want to do it their own way. So you've got to admire them for that, and you've got to wish them all the best. He's still getting in there and fighting, and he's a very, very good fighter. Very skillful, very hard, very fit, real force to be reckoned with at middleweight. I'd love to see him fight Triple G, and I think he can beat Triple G, I really do. So, what's the problem? You know, he's fighting on a new pay-per-view channel for a rubbish, what people are saying is rubbish IBO title. Big deal. Haters are going to hate. You know, they're going to give him stick, they're going to write him off. But let's not be too quick to criticise something different and something new, because that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's fair play to him. Good luck to him. That's all I've got to say about that one.
Alright, Carl, my battery's about to die. I'm glad you've finished saying what you're saying, because see that little red thing there that's flashing?
Oh yeah.
It just means it will just cut out.
What was that film where it was flashing at the vital point?
But I'm glad we sort of come to it. But listen, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV.
Pleasure.
Are you up for a sit down with the Cobra?
Yeah, we could have a sit down, couldn't we? A proper interview.
Can we do it tomorrow?
Cup of coffee, bagel.
Can we do it tomorrow?
Eggs Benedicts. Yeah, do it tomorrow.
Yeah? Alright, I'm up for it.
Yeah.
I want to really tap into...
So tell you.
Same as you.
Oh, sit down. Can't get out of this.
You can't get away from it now.
We'll have an interview tomorrow, we'll do
that.
I'm
going to sit you down and I'm going to have a proper thing with you.
Yeah, right, we've been asked to leave now. AFL TV, KUGAN CASSIUS, MGM Marbella. Anything else?
William Hill.
William Hill.
We're out.
Check it out, see you later.
Thanks a lot, Carl.